Our marriage was not exactly rosy from the start, but I think, not that I think, um, because you'd have taken a decision to get married and everybody is looking at you and thinking you've done the most noble thing, I had to pretend things were okay, but it was difficult. I was open to people who were close to me right from the first month of our marriage. Um, we were not friends. I think that's the first thing I need to highlight, that we were not friends. And because of that, it became difficult over the years to gel, to be in sync. I never saw the signs of abuse, but he had temper issues, which everybody knows about, or that everyone was aware of. I never thought he would get to this point. So in the 2 weeks before I left, his anger, or rather his temper, had turned into rage. You could tell that if pushed any further, this person could actually do something drastic. But because it had never happened before, I really didn't think much of it. And for me, the breaking point was the day he actually hit me, and it was unprovoked. We had our usual fights, the young arguments, but because in the past 3 years I'd resolved that I don't want to engage in any arguments with him, because I felt it wasn't healthy for myself, and I had gone through my own journey of healing from anger. I didn't want to be going back to that past. It would actually make me feel tired. So when he tried to argue with me, I did respond, but then I'd feel like I don't have energy to continue. So I kept quiet and I continued. I was on my phone. The next thing I heard was a loud thud on my face, across my face. To me, it felt like I was punched because my jawline really hurt close to my ear, my left ear. And it shook me because I wasn't expecting that to happen. So I quickly got up and I was trying to look for something to defend myself. But at that moment, I felt like something had broken. Something I think I was trying to hold on to and tell myself it's still okay, I can manage. But that particular incident just made me let go of everything. I somewhat do regret actually having stayed. At times, I'm like, I think I should have just walked out the first time I wanted to walk out. I would have saved myself from a lot of problems and a lot of things. Because this is still new, I am trying. But when you don't have the kind of support that you would expect from family, there's a lot of pressure. To be quite honest, I've toyed with suicidal thoughts 3 times, and it it's happened when I've been alone and quiet, because I'm like, I don't know what I'm still living for. But then again, when my kids get in touch with me, because I left them with him at the house, I somewhat feel okay, they are the reason for me to keep going. But I'm not in a very easy space, so to speak. And I think I would have waited committing to marriage. I think I would have taken my time to really know this person, to really understand their background, and ask myself those important questions I refused to answer initially. I would never, in fact, let me say this, any form of abuse is not an excuse. For what I have gone through emotionally and physically, any woman who goes through physical violence or physical abuse, don't wait for a second time or a third time, because people have become very shrewd nowadays. What if this person kills you? That's the thing I thought about. Family said go back, and I was like, why should I go back so that it happens again? And if he kills me the second time, what will you say? I don't want to become a statistic, and I don't think any other woman should be. We should not look at society. We should not look at society and community and advise our sisters or our mothers or our friends to stay in marriages where they are being hurt day in, day out. If it's not working, accept the truth. It's not working. No one will kill you for it. Get up, leave, and move on. Ever since I walked out, I have not seen any of his family. According to our culture, you'd expect that he'll bring his family to come and apologize on his behalf. His apologies have been through WhatsApp, and they eventually turn into an argument. So I don't think he's remorseful. And also because on the day it happened, my friend called when I was there, and she put the phone on loudspeaker, and he blatantly told her that I would come back, he shouldn't look for me. And he made light of what had happened. About him working on himself, I have no idea. I'm not honestly bothered about him. I spent a lot of my time babying a grown man, so I am more worried about myself and my kids. I think he just needs to go through counseling like everybody else and deal with his childhood traumas.